It started with a phone call. Tunde was sitting outside his small rented room one quiet evening, the orange glow of the sunset stretching across the dusty compound. Children were playing football nearby, shouting and laughing. The aroma of fried plantain drifted from a neighbor's kitchen. It was an ordinary evening, the kind that passed without memory. He was scrolling through his phone, half focused, half worried about life. Rent was due in 2 weeks. His salary was small. His mother's medical bills from the village kept increasing. Every day felt like a silent battle he was fighting alone. Then his phone rang. Unknown number. He almost ignored it. Unknown numbers usually meant telemarketers or wrong calls. But something inside him whispered, "Answer it." "Hello," he said cautiously. There was silence, not the normal kind of silence. It felt heavy, like someone was breathing softly on the other end. Then a woman's voice spoke slowly. "Stop going to work tomorrow." Tunde frowned and stood up from the plastic chair. "Who is this? How did you get my number?" The call ended immediately. He stared at his phone, confused. His heart was beating faster than it should. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe one of his friends was playing a joke. But something about the voice felt real. Serious. Emotional. That night, sleep refused to come. He kept replaying the voice in his head. It sounded young, but tired. Like someone who had cried too much in life. Around midnight, just as he was drifting into sleep, his phone lit up again. A message from the same unknown number. "If you go to work tomorrow, there will be an accident at 9:17 a.m. Tunde sat up instantly. His heart began to race. He worked in a small factory outside town, a place with old machines and careless supervisors. Accidents were not impossible, but 9:17 a.m.? The message was too specific. His fingers trembled as he typed back. "Who are you?" No reply. He called the number. It didn't go through. He checked the profile picture. Nothing. Morning came faster than he expected. He barely slept. As he dressed for work, his mind was divided. One part of him said, "This is nonsense." The other part whispered, "What if it's not?" His phone rang again. The same number. He answered immediately. "Please don't go," the woman said urgently. Her voice sounded weaker, almost desperate. "Why are you doing this?" Tunde asked angrily. "What do you want from me?" There was a pause. Then she said something that made his body go cold. "Because I am you, 5 years from now." Tunde laughed nervously. "This isn't funny." At exactly 9:17 a.m., she continued, ignoring his disbelief. "The factory gas tank will explode. You will try to help someone, and you won't make it out." His breathing became uneven. He checked the time. 8:42 a.m. Sweat formed on his forehead. "You're crazy," he whispered. "I lost everything," she said softly. "I lost my chance to change it." The call ended. Tunde stepped outside. The morning sun was bright. The road toward the factory was busy as usual. Workers walking, motorcycles passing, life moving normally. How could something terrible be waiting just minutes away? He began walking slowly toward the junction that led to the factory. He needed the job. His mother depended on him. He couldn't just skip work because of a strange call. At 8:55 a.m., he stopped walking. His chest felt tight. His phone rang again. The woman was crying now. "I'm begging you, don't go. I already watched you die once." Tunde felt his knees weaken. "What happens if I don't go?" he asked quietly. There was silence for a few seconds. "Then everything changes," she replied. He looked toward the road leading to the factory. He imagined the machines, the gas tank, the workers laughing without knowing what was coming. He looked at the sky. Then he turned around and walked to a small wooden bench near a tea seller's shop. He sat down. 8:59 a.m., 9:05 a.m. Every second felt louder. The tea seller noticed his nervous face. "You no go work today?" she asked casually. Tunde forced a smile. "Not today." 9:14 a.m. His heart was pounding so hard he could hear it in his ears. 9:16 a.m. He held his breath. 9:17 a.m. A loud explosion shattered the morning air. The ground shook. People screamed. Black smoke rose into the sky from the direction of the factory. Tunde froze. The tea seller dropped her kettle. Motorcycles stopped. Everyone stared at the dark cloud forming in the distance. His phone rang one last time. He answered slowly, his hands shaking. "You are alive." The woman whispered, her voice filled with relief. "Who are you?" he asked again, his voice barely steady. There was a long silence. Then she spoke softly. "I am your daughter, who hasn't been born yet." Tunde's breath caught. "What?" In 5 years, you would have met her mother next week, she continued. You would have married her. You would have had me. But you died before I turned 3. Tears rolled down his face without permission. How is this possible, he whispered. Time isn't as straight as you think, she said gently. Sometimes love bends it. He felt his entire understanding of life breaking apart. Will I still meet her? He asked. Yes, she replied. But now, you get to watch me grow up. The line went silent. The call ended. He tried calling back. Nothing. The number disappeared from his call log. Even the messages were gone, as if they had never existed. Sirens wailed in the distance. People were running toward the factory. News spread quickly. Gas explosion, many injured, some dead. Tunde sat there, trembling. He was supposed to be there. He was supposed to be one of them. That evening, he visited his mother in the village. He hugged her longer than usual. A week later, while buying food at a small roadside store, he met a young woman who accidentally dropped her groceries. They both bent down to pick them up at the same time. Their eyes met. She smiled. And for a strange reason, Tunde felt like he had seen the future. Years later, when his little daughter laughed in his arms for the first time, he sometimes remembered the voice on the phone. He never received another call. But from that day forward, he understood something important. Some calls are not mistakes. Some calls are warnings. And sometimes, love travels through time to give us a second chance.